Hey, welcome to SAB Chronicles, aka the COVID Chronicles. We're going to dive deep into the teachings of a few of our CEO Action Pod groups spanning from 2020 all the way to 2024. This series takes us through the fire of COVID to post-COVID, and now who really gives a care about COVID? If you listen to this series, you're going to gain inside knowledge of strategies of the past and strategies of the future. Hold on to your seats as you're about to get a PhD in business. Buckle up and let's get rolling. Hey, are you looking to scale your business from five figures to six figures or six figures to seven figures? If you are, I have the perfect thing for you. What I want you to do today is I want you to go download a book. This book is going to take you through my 3-pillar system. It's 100% free. All you have to do is go to growfast.cash. I say again, go to growfast.cash and you're going to be able to download my free international best-selling book, which is called Be Good, Be Brief, Be Gone. You can take that book. It's going to help you scale your business to the next level. Again, go download it. Be good, be brief, be gone. Growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash. Enjoy.
All right, David, you're up.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to be real quick and easy here this month. My biggest challenge is I don't own a helicopter. It's my biggest challenge.
Okay. You're going to have to explain that a little better.
I'm spending 5.5, 6 hours a day on the road.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm on the coast of North Carolina and I'm commuting to Durham, 4 days a week. So that's just, what's that, Nancy?
Can't you do Zoom meetings?
The motivation that's involved with these kids is ridiculous in training up my sales staff to the point where if they don't have, they're skeptical and they're skeptical already to what's going on and I don't have a physical office in Raleigh or the Raleigh-Durham area. So there's a lot of skepticism to begin with, and to be able to motivate these individuals in a group camaraderie atmosphere is definitely necessary to keep people on board. And the demo that I have to teach is very very interactive, and I have recorded my demo, so it's there for them to be able to take home and learn the content in multiple ways. And then on top of that, I'm riding with reps in the evening, so just my time being diverted to so much time on the road, and got a speeding ticket yesterday. So now instead of 5.5 hours, it's going to be 6 hours on the road. And
so David, you can go and get like a virtual office, and those virtual offices allow you to rent by the hour. I built and scaled my previous company with 5 or 6 locations throughout New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut by using those. And I had a lease on an office that I either myself or my salespeople were using at least 3 days a week in Princeton, New Jersey, and then that gave me the opportunity to rent in other locations throughout the state, and then again in Connecticut. So you should look into that. There's a gazillion of them. Regis is one, and Headquarters Global may not exist anymore and been bought out by someone, but they exist, especially in your state, because it's so busy. People moving all the time, and so it can save you a lot of time.
And I'm looking there. We're prospecting a couple of buildings to have a physical office space, a physical home base.
Don't do it. If you don't need it, don't do it. You don't need it.
Oh, but I need the warehouse space, and it's a comforting feeling for people in this industry to have a home base, to have somewhere where they can go, as opposed to a complete remote environment. It's a pretty unique position and pitch that we have. So believe me, I'm doing as much remote as I can. I do have Zoom meetings. I do have phone calls, with my staff and my trainees. But it's really, really tough not to physically be there.
Yeah, you have it's a tough industry that you're in. Because like you could never do a remote pitch to a consumer. It just wouldn't work. You couldn't do
consumer, no.
It would never work. And there's some buy-in with the reps that you have. I mean, just our discussion.
I have to sell them.
It's like a whole sales process of its own, really.
Yep.
And just the conversations you and I have had, it's like I'm not sure how you get away from that. I don't know that you can really get away from it, because
with that side of the business, which is why we're venturing other avenues.
Sure, correct? It's easy to pivot on the profit generation side of it, but in this industry, we're asking a 25-year-old individual to go through a week of training and graduate, and then hopefully they can go do 2 weeks, and then hopefully they can go do something, right? So it's
it is. I mean, like you said, it's a sales process from day one, from the interview through every single day of training. I'm continuing to show the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I'm continuing to brighten the light at the end of the tunnel, and continuing to sell them essentially on the dream, just like you would in a biz op type environment, where it's a sales process through the training all the way until they pop their cherry with their first sale. It's a very there's so much motivation that goes on throughout the whole process of training and getting them in the field.
Hey, David, do you have an opportunity to anybody that's seasoned enough that could be the sales manager?
I've got one guy that is getting there. I don't think he's quite there yet. I mean, he's been in the field since March. He definitely has some more learning to do. But at the end of the day, my team is fairly small, and he's my workhorse. He is my biggest income generator. So to take him out of the field, to put him in that role is just not something that's probably the smartest thing to do at this point. But that is definitely something that's that's on the table and will be in the near future, because I mean, what I'm doing right now is definitely a means to an end. I mean, just to be transparent with everybody here. I mean, I've been in the industry that I'm in for only a year and a half, and I've only been operating as a distributor since the first of the year. So it's fairly new. And then obviously, we had a month off with COVID and lost staff here, and so it's a building process, and I'm the bricklayer, as of right now. But there's definitely pieces, in the pieces of the puzzle that are still yet to be set, as far as removing me from that position.
I would be curious. I know we kind of had this conversation, Ivan, but I would like to like re-energize this conversation, not as a means to employ you as a company, but for reps, physical reps.
Training program he can provide, sales training.
So, I mean, I don't know what that needs to look like. I'm just saying it's a conversation that should be had.
Yeah, I'm open.
You know, not like physically your company does the sales. Maybe it's more from a training aspect of people on the ground. You're doing the recruitment part.
Looking to grow your business beyond 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures plus? What I want you to do is go download this book. The title is called Be Good, Be Brief, Be Gone. It will help you grow your business past 5, 6, and 7 figure. Go download the book today, growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash, and download the book for absolutely free.
Because you have the connections. That's the whole point.
Yeah, I know.
And you know what, and that was, the conversation from last month was gaining the bodies. And really at the end of the day, it was just me, learning lessons the hard way, as opposed to listening to people with experience in it. And it comes down to the numbers game. I mean, this particular training class, I mean, I think I invited 13 people to the first day of training, 12 showed up, 10 came back day 2, 8 of them were prepared day 2, 7 got kits, and I graduated 4. So it's just, it's overcompensating, to not waste my time.
See, and I think that's where there's some synergy between you and Ivan, not from a sales company standpoint. There could be some JV deal worked out there, obviously, but from a standpoint of recruitment of good people, right? So, because Ivan's got good reach. So if we could get good people, then instead of 13, you only have to have 3, because all 3 are going to go through. So I don't know. Just I would connect and have the conversation. And
sure.
Why don't you guys connect and at least have that conversation and see if that's workable?
Yeah, absolutely.
So cool. All right, Artie, you're up.
It wasn't me. I was working that day. All right, 2 things, because I didn't have a third, because I don't know.
You're just that good.
Yeah, I already know what the issues are. Part of the problem, right? You got to admit you have the problem.
That's right.
So you can fix it. Yeah,
that's right.
I admit it every day. So I noticed this beginning of the month. I was focusing on, because all the stuff that's going on. I'm going through a whole growth, project management, all this other stuff. Everything was piling up on me, so I was trying to do a little bit of everything, and it still wasn't enough hours in the day. But I was having a hard time focusing on the revenue producing tasks, and that's where I was in the beginning of the month. But we're back at it now. I guess it was more of a weighing the pros and cons of, what was more important. And right now for me,
prioritizing, right?
Yeah,
so, yeah.
So for me right now, it's just all about I gotta get all the way back into the sales mode, and I think we've already turned the corner on it. But that was the big problem. The other thing was I'm looking to find, because I want to, if things get a little skinny for me in let's say 2 months from now, 3 months from now, it's wintertime up here. I'm looking, if anybody, a lot of you marketing guys, the agency guys, if you have any of your clients that that you've built a funnel for online that they do drop shipping? 'Cause
Terry.
Hello?
Terry did that. Terry did
Yeah.
that.
So, some of this little stuff that I can ship, design, send off the plans and drop ship the different components from different areas. I'd be curious to see exactly how that works and some of this resource. I know, Jason, there was one of them, but I don't think it had some of the equipment that I'm looking for. Unfortunately, a lot of stuff's probably going to be coming from China. So anyway, so those are my two things.
It's the prepper conversation, right?
Yep.
So how do you put these little kits together and have the pieces just drop shipped with some video instructions or whatever the case may be, how to do it, put it together, blah blah blah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just looking. I think I turned the corner on the first main thing, so I'm good on that. But it's more if I could find just a drop ship for a little pivot idea I have. And actually, once I can figure this out the first time, these different ideas we can come up with, I can spin them off. So if you know anybody on that, I could use the help.
Artie, Artie, what do you want to drop ship?
Probably like as far as weight goes, or actual equipment.
Like, is it an equipment or a plan or?
Oh yeah, it would be the plan. I'll give the plan away, as part of the package, but it's going to be like inverters, little small inverters that weigh, 10 pounds, cables, connection points, breakers and fuses, probably a whole package other than a panel probably would weigh. I mean, if I could get them all in one place, they probably could put it in a box that would probably weigh 40 pounds, with packing.
Okay.
And then a panel, like a solar panel, which I guess if I actually wasn't so stubborn, I would do thin film, and that's pretty lightweight. But that stuff I can actually probably negotiate deals locally with some distributors and get the panels. But anyways, so electronic equipment is, I guess, we were going to just kind of nail it down to one category.
Okay.
Are you going to package that and have it in your own warehouse, or who's going to do all of that?
Yeah. No, I don't. No, because then I'd just rather drop ship it because it's got to get shipped to me anyways, right? So if I can find, some type of deal.
I'll help you,
Okay, cool.
Artie. We'll talk later.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Because I do drop shipping too.
Oh, cool. All right. Awesome.
Boom.
Problem solved.
There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome. See, just gotta have the right thing together, right? That's all. Solved problem. All right, cool.
Hey, we all want to scale our business. Hey, I have the answer for you today to help you do that. If you're looking to scale from 5, 6, even 7 figures and beyond, book called Be Good, Be Brief, Be Gone. I'm going to give it to you for free. All you have to do is type in growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash, and you can download the book for absolutely free. I hope the book helps you this year. Take your business to the next level. Again, go grab the book, growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash. I wish you the best and grow, scale, and win. Thank you for tuning in to the SAB Chronicles, otherwise known as the COVID Chronicles. Hey, we hope you took a lot of great little golden nuggets from this episode. Follow us on social media. Follow us everywhere you can follow us for updates on all of our different series of podcasts, to include this one right here. We hope to see you back as soon as possible. And remember, you should always want to grow, scale, and win. We'll see you on the next episode.